Well, we'll be able to find out, ladies and gentlemen, because the draft has begun. We can get it on your screens. Here we go, OG versus Kinguin.
So the Chen, like
no
we said.
surprises.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see OG. They banned the Tiny. Not maybe first, they'll probably ban
Well, they normally does the first one. Just want to be super precise.
Omni.
Omni. Let's have a look.
5 seconds remain. Dire team
OG.
ban.
There we have it. Omni
So then
ban.
Kinguin will ban what? The Naga.
Most likely. Naga or Spirit.
Yeah. Certainly think so from Kinguin. I think we've not seen any Naga Siren be let through today at all.
10
It's been every game, huh?
remaining.
No.
It's been every single game.
Naga is just not getting a
5
free
seconds
pass today.
remaining.
Let's see what they can do here. Kinguin.
OG's
There it is.
ban.
Naga
So
Siren.
this
Right.
one should be Tiny.
Here we go. 3 out of 3 so far, guys. What we got? Tiny.
Tiny. I would go for.
Come on, 3 out of 3. 100% prediction so far.
I mean, we're gonna know majority of the bans just if we get in the
I know,
right
no,
slot,
but
that'd be
no,
like,
this is still.
How about in the slot? I mean, that's random.
Yeah.
No, this is
It's
skill.
kind of
It's
funny to
strategic.
get him in this all
10 seconds remaining.
That's like,
It's always impressive.
that would be impressive.
You going with Tiny?
I'm going with Tiny, yeah.
5
Okay.
seconds. Dire team
All right, this is good.
This is good. This
We're gonna
is
do the
good
whole
stuff.
draft.
All right, Kinguin's last one.
Perfect.
Did they take out the Rubik? I think they take
Well, they're gonna go. This is the tricky one.
it's Rubik or Earth Spirit, but I don't know which one.
I think they take out Rubik actually.
I think they take out
Because
Rubik
OG
too.
has second pick.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Kinguin's not gonna first pick Rubik, so
So
I would
Rubik.
assume they're gonna
10
take out
seconds
Rubik.
Yeah,
remaining.
We're going with Rubik. Rubik is locked in.
5
Come on.
seconds
4 out of 4 so far. This is all on the line.
Oh! That's
We
close.
tried.
They go with the toss.
They banned that one in the last time, right? Was it the third ban toss?
No,
they didn't.
toss
could've
Okay.
let
both
from-
Oh,
rounds.
that changed up. Come on.
I would still assume OG takes out Enchantress here though.
Okay.
The Enchantress ban.
We forget about the toss.
Forget about the toss,
yeah.
but this
No,
one's definitely Enchantress
10
ban.
Enchantress.
seconds remaining.
Sure.
Nah. Yeah,
I
Enchantress.
think it.
5 seconds
There we go.
remaining.
Come on, Fly.
And we'll get back on track.
Come on, Fly.
Dire team
Ah, okay. So
right.
first pick what? Sank? No, they can't take Sanking, so they have to take what? Razor?
Elder Tynan. It's their Elder Tynan.
They still did the
They
AT.
still did the Elder
I
Tynan.
thought they would change up.
We would have said that, so we'll take
I
that.
wonder if OG just
Out of
takes
time.
Rubik this time then? Goes Rubik Brewmaster maybe?
Rubik Brew.
Brew plus what? Maybe they could just do the Witch
Or
Doctor.
Rubik, I think Rubik at least.
You think Rubik's okay? I'm fine with that. To counteract the ET aura entirely too.
Oh, Rubik's always good.
Yeah, they love that hero.
They have had some
remaining.
great
So
games.
Rubik Brew.
OG's
That's the
turn
brew.
to pick.
Rubik Brew, is that how they're going to do it? Come on.
I feel like it's that or Witch Doctor, but since Rubik might have been since Rubik was left in,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that or Witch
Pretty
Doctor
good.
for sure. But
Rubik's still there, so.
ET might not be the greatest spells to steal, but it's still pretty decent.
10
Getting the stomp
seconds
out or
remaining.
Yeah.
getting the ultimate is quite easy. So both pretty
you
good.
always get the ulti pretty much, yeah. 'Cause it's you know, you
even getting
Spirit Stomp.
Hey, you're on to something here, Rubik Brew. Very nice.
We got this.
We got this. Now, what are Kinguin taking with their Elder Titan?
I kind of want to see them take Sanking again though for Tempo.
I'd
think
like the
Like they did
Sanking.
game one.
I'd like
I
the
think
Sanking.
Sanking or Witch Doctor, I think they take. Or Sanking or Disruptor, I meant, sorry.
They're not going to do that weird thing again when they just get a bad one, are they?
Disruptor would actually be nice.
I think Disruptor is really solid versus Brew. Yeah, Sanking or Disruptor. That's my...
I mean, yeah, we did see what Ellie Sash do some good stuff with the Disruptor last game against the Brew.
Yeah, that's
So,
that's kind of what I was...
Could be riding off the feel
Quite
of that
nice with the
last game.
Spirit as well for.
Yeah, you get
Princess.
vision.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're thinking Disruptor. So we'll lock it in.
It's Disruptor or Sanking, I think.
I think we should go with Disruptor.
I did get Burst Strike quite a few times.
He got it like every time, right? I don't think he ever stole Sandstorm.
OG's turn to
So
Oh, we said that. Well, Weapon said that, so we'll take that.
yeah, we said Disruptor
Yeah, we're still
or
right.
Witch Doctor.
I'd say we can have 2 heroes, you know, that we can call between,
I mean, that's fair.
you know, because it's
That's
getting,
fair.
it's getting
As long as you don't call out 5 or 6
Oh wait, why'd I put the other side in the off lane? Oops, my bad.
So yeah, so back to the banning now.
10
OG,
seconds remaining.
what else are they rating high? That they want to take off Kinguin.
5 seconds remaining.
Who's got pick out of it? I think OG's gonna take Gyro if as their third pick, if it's not banned out. And for bans that they're gonna look to remove,
Sure, the standard Kinguin Brood ban against him.
I think Brood +1.
This one was
Dire
annoying.
team
So
ban.
let's profit.
Okay, take out the DP.
Alright. Kinguin. What are you scared of if you're Kinguin? OG, well, they got this Brew Rubik. The Gyra, I mean, do you just ban Gyra? Or would it be a little early?
10
Kinda-
seconds remaining.
Just because they have the pick out of the draft. But the thing is that maybe they still ban out Earth Spirit. Because they've got ET Witch Doctor, which are really punished by Earth Spirit rotations.
Taking out the Earth Spirit could still be a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gyro
One
Earth
of those
Spirit
good
bans.
roamers, so
Yeah. I think those 2 bans for Kinguin would be ideal. So they do take out one, like we said, and
OG, what on the lines of
remaining.
Death Prophet? I mean, do we see the DK ban as well then? Well, they did have a good DK game last game. Kinguin.
which one did they actually? I had this.
Dire team
It's the
ban.
Brood.
Oh, the Brood. Oh, you said it earlier. Okay.
Oh, dude, I'm 1 point.
You didn't say the DP though.
We didn't say the DP. Oh my god.
Yeah, most likely Earth Spirit now then.
I think.
Guys,
Yeah,
I
I think
think
the
that-
Earth Spirit.
yeah,
I think
Earth
you want to
Spirit
take that one out.
OG's
Oh,
turn
so I think
to
they would. I think they take the Earth Spirit, right?
If you want to be aggressive in the offlane, Clockwork might work better than the Earth Spirit, or
Yeah.
it might actually be equal in the offlane. But if you want to be able to be aggressive in mid now with the tower move, then Clockwork might be a tiny bit nicer having the cogs to pull them out, so you don't get aggro from the tower or get too close to the towers. Whereas Earth Spirit, you might actually end up being under the tower. So
Mhm. But it is a Jarek Earth Spirit, so.
that's true.
Dire team
Yeah.
pick.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Earth Spirit. Now Kinguin. What do they want with their Witch Doctor out of time? Could we see them try and bring in one of those niche vengeful spirit strats, do you think? Is that worth a try against OG if you're Kinguin?
10 seconds remaining.
Still a lot
It's just one of those
Do they-
solid carries that
Yeah.
most
Do they,
likely will
um,
get farm. He might not go crazy, but will always have farm and always be able to fight.
Does
so.
OG just Terrorblade here, even though it's versus Elder Titan?
Terribly versus ET can work both ways.
Yeah, it can work
You know,
both ways.
reflection
Yeah, for sure.
on the ET and then having that aura when your reflections are hitting them is
Dire
pretty
team
crazy.
pick.
The Resolute Storm.
Oh, they've
What do
been
you
picking this one a whole lot too. There's no great disables right now on the enemy team.
I've got 2 picks
Magnus
to deal
would
with
not
there.
be very good here. A very hard Magnus game if they would want to go for that.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty out of the question.
I'm not a fan of the mag either.
I think
I'd like to see. I mean,
I
don't-
honestly think Sand King, even
seconds
though
remaining.
Yeah.
it's into Rubik, wouldn't be too bad. Getting into Patos, you still get the amp from Miller Titan.
I think they
Get
need some
some
stun.
stun,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they need some disable too. Because I was
Especially
thinking
the
Tidehunter,
offlane.
but now that
It's too
now that
slow.
Storm's there,
Yeah.
yeah, it's too slow.
I mean, I know that it's not really that popular in Europe, but would they not want to go for something like a Nyx offlane to punish that Storm?
It's just not popular in Europe at all. Yeah, that's
It's not popular, and it's also when you have a hero like Juggernaut, Nyx is one of those heroes that kind of just stay off map a lot if you want it to be successful. And then you just have one hero that's farming right now, and you'll mostly pick another farmer for last. But so the DK, but even so, just having an offlaner that's running around, if you don't get a good start or don't get any successful ganks once you hit level 6, you could fall really far behind. If you get going though and get a Midas, then you could really take over the game, especially against the Storm Spirit. But it's kind of volatile in that sense. You have to kind of succeed with the Nyx if you want.
So for the DK, I kind of thought they picked DK, but at the same time too, Storm does fine in that matchup. He just puts remnants down.
They both just farm.
Yeah, they both just farm. So, but they did want to have that stun, and they want to have a transitioning core that can actually make it to the later stages of the game.
It's also one of those mid laners that can Storm. If you pick something weaker like a Shadow Fiend in terms of lower HP, lower armor, then it's harder for the Earth Spirit to gank, or it's easier for the Earth Spirit to gank mid lane. Whereas if you have the DK, once he hits level 3, the Earth Spirit is going to have a really hard time ganking. The Storm Spirit needs something that can knock you down, and then you rely on the heavy magic damage. But because of Dragon Knight's regen, it might be harder for him to actually be able to gank the mid lane. So we'll have to see how Jarex actually moves around the map if he wants to consider going to the mid lane, or if he'll focus on maybe helping out S4. If S4 is still bringing the brew, they could still pick something else for S4 and go for safe.
They did it earlier, didn't they? Yeah, in the first series.
They could pick. I think Puck or Bat Rider for S4 looks really good.
I would have liked the Bat for S4.
Yeah, I think Puck or Bat look great.
Bat would be really solid.
And they do ban out the Tidehunter from OG. Because they don't have ways to lock him down. They only have the Brood to kind of throw him in the air.
Razor. I mean, that's understandable. You never really want to have a Razor slip through as that 5th pick against you when you're playing DK. And so Kinguin with their final pick. I mean, could they go for... So they're looking on the off lane.
Patos' hero.
Could they look for some sort of control? I mean, is Patos... Like, could they play like the Underlord against the Storm? Do you think having some sort of that tanky hero?
He's a pipe builder. He does tank them up a bit.
You've got a bit of, it makes the Storms not a terrible time, but the Brute can catch you off for sure.
If they didn't have the Juggernaut, I would have said Void, but
yeah, I agree.
It makes it really awkward.
And you don't think there's any chance to do the Magnus now? You just think it's much too hard a game with the Storm?
I think it's really hard with the
Magnus. You verse a Rubik Earth Spirit too. They can mess up your combo. He steals the shot. He steals your RP.
Beastmaster. We forgot about him.
Makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty decent.
I like the Beastmaster pick here.
Their disables aren't
good.
I think they need a Blink Dagger on DK though to catch this Storm. Either that or Shadow Blade. Probably the Blink though.
Did OG go Centaur here last?
Do you think Centaur? I was thinking Puck or Bat, but maybe they could.
Or if they want to pick something for no-till.
Or they've got some
really
options
switch
here.
It up, OG.
I think with this you might actually want to pick something for no-till that has more damage. Having just the Storm Spirit being your main damage dealer against a Dragon Knight and a Beastmaster might be a bit rough.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I kind of like what Kinguin's done this game.
They've got a pretty decent draft.
I like the
and they picked Lycan into Witch Doctor too, so he goes book.
Yeah.
He does get punished a bit by the cask, at least in the middle of the fights.
All right, well, we will have to do some predictions here for OG versus Kinguin. What are we going with? What do you reckon about? Let's test production. Can they get Weapons' name on? Oh, we can. Oh, easy.
Of course they can.
Right, what are you going to go with?
If OG can get a good start with the heroes they have, they should be able to roll this game pretty easy, so I'm going to have to side with them. But I think it really depends on Jarex's early roams.
Okay.
We have to update it for a second.
We do.
We have Penta there
don't look at chat. Don't look. Don't look, chat. Right.
I kind of like Kinguin's draft, but I think OG's going to be able to take this one, though. I do like what they've got. I actually think they may have won the draft a slight bit, but I think the Storm, I think the greed for OG is going to pay off.
I think it's just very hard to go for OG. I've got to go with OG as well. After today's earlier series between OG and Kinguin. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Web, thank you for joining us for the draft. We'll have you back on for after the game to chat about it, but for now...
Now go Ops at the same time.
Let's go. Shoot into the action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 between OG and Kinguin. As I am OD Pixel, I'm here with Fogged, and we're ready to take you through this exciting bit of action. So Fogged, what lanes are we going to be watching out? Anything going to kick off early between these two, do you think? Any sort of lane matchups anyone's going to try and force?
I think that it's just going to be standard lanes this game.
Okay.
I think Brewmaster's just going to try to pull the wave versus Juggernaut and get experience that way.
See the pings coming out between them here as Jerax and Nisha have eyes on one another. Down bottom, Pados.
He's not as reliant as pulling the wave on this Beastmaster this time around. He should be able to lane okay down here because Lycan is a bit passive in the laning phase especially. So yeah, I think Brew,
30 seconds to
S4 will definitely look to pull the wave. He's even blocked the small camp.
Okay.
So they're not going to be able to pull it back. So yeah, look where he's hiding. He's got boots as well already queued up. This is a pull lane Brewmaster lane. And he should be able to pull it just fine. It's just a Witch Doctor Jug. Mid, they do spot Jerax placing that ward, so they should be able to get the D ward early on from Kinguin in the mid lane. So, standard lanes. We don't have anything switching out. And look at Elisage. He switched his item build this time. He's got sentries. He doesn't have double mango.
Battle begins.
Bottom. Lift
Gets
comes
this
out.
rune. Fly will
Gets
grab
it.
it. They'll right click down. Mr. Katsaw. Oh, he's got the speed to get out of there.
Jerax has priorities.
He
40
does.
gold for everybody.
They'll get both of those.
Yep. And is Elisage actually gonna? He has the extra sentry, so he could go. He could actually deward.
Wait, up top, did they get that rune? They're gonna get all 4 runes, aren't they, OG?
They actually got all
They
4.
just got all 4 runes.
S4 does miss his pull, but he's just gonna pull the next wave.
Do they got all 4 runes?
Yeah. He's gonna go pull the next
Wow.
wave because of that. But yeah, all 4 runes. Okay.
Yeah. So, ooh. So what's that? That's 160 gold for everyone on the team.
160 gold for everybody. They are now 800 gold ahead.
What? Okay.
And Brew, as we see, S4 will pull the wave. Had to wait for the second one because he did go for the runes. And mid lane, they're putting some harassment onto Deer.
They are forcing back that DK, OG.
So it does look like Jerax is going to want to play around mid lane with the Storm because he has high magic damage. He'll probably just run between bottom and mid constantly in case Big Daddy, in case No Tail gets pressured a bit. Because he has gone for the Howl level 1. Because they're looking to take the level 1 fight.
I'll deal with this pressure a little bit more on mid lane. Oh,
going for the courier?
Oh, he wants it.
Can't get it.
Little off with the angle there. It was very close. As the courier will survive.
And we see Elisage contesting. This is S4 behind the tower. Throws the Maledict on him for good measure, so he zones him off the creep wave. And he will be able to deny these freely. Well played by Elisage there.
He's getting some good XP out of this Witch Doctor. Ahead of that of S4. Well, S4 will still find his CS there. That's mid lane. Still Rezo with the slight edge and continues to try and do his best to bully Exotic Deer back. Yep. The runes fly. He'll grab both of them down bottom, but Elisage up top will also grab both for himself up top.
He's going to eat some harassment here. Jerax is here with the DD though. Can they find Katsor? He does dodge the initial. He has mana for Mango TP if he feels afraid,
Yeah.
but he's got boots. He's okay.
Yeah, it's just the level 1 on Jerax as well.
Patos, free farming in the bottom lane.
He is 11 for 3 against No Tail, 7 for 0 now. They will come in for a bit of harassment onto him. Now we've got the Stomp coming out from Katsaw, but it will be dodged by Big Daddy. Katsaw
has a
trying
lift.
to turn. Yeah, they're going to grab Katsaw back, and Katsaw, he's going to pay with his life. In fact, now there's level 2 on Jerax. Just kick into Pados, but won't look to dive. And still, Katsaw getting a little bit ahead of himself. They're going in for those punches when, yeah, as you say, lift was still available. No Tail still a little bit behind on that bottom CS. Only slightly though. S4 once again heading over. We'll look to grab the creeps, pull them around.
This is all he needs to do in this lane. He doesn't want to stand toe to toe versus Jug Witch Doctor. They can kill him too easy. And we'll continue. And mid, as we mentioned, bit of a trade farm lane.
Yeah, Rezo getting very low, but of course the bottle is now out.
Yep.
So he'll be back to a pretty decent state.
Bottom, Katsor, he's chasing Fly. The roll's off the mark from Jerax.
Ooh, Fly will be fine. Another turn with the right clicks Fly. Gets himself out of the range of the Stomp. Pados is there, pops the mangoes, looking for the axe connection, but won't get it. Fly is out of there now. Pados taking some hefty right clicks back in response. They've got the roll forward, and Pados will pay for that one. OG get themselves another kill down on this bottom lane. As Fly, he didn't want to go back to base. He wants to grab those bounty runes. And Jerax, he's nearly found Katsaw. Katsaw Has got the stop.
Fly's here.
Fly is there with the finisher. Zap to the face, and they get both bounties again down here. Oh dear.
Efficiency. Patos is still farming pretty well on the Beastmaster, but he did pay once with his life.
Yeah, Rezo leaves the mid lane to grab himself a haste ring.
Yep. He's going to get that level 6 at great timing. Exotic Deer, he has gone for the 2-1-2 skill build, so he will be able to at least stun if they want to do for a rotation on the Storm once DK hits 6.
S4, he's on the maneuver again to get the creeps.
Yep, keep pulling.
Same route, same pattern.
Yep. He will eat a Maledict and some right clicks, but he's still going to keep the wave.
Yeah, at least I was trying to do his best to threaten S4.
He's got to keep aggro on the creep wave, though. S4 taking a lot of damage, but he's got the Shrine. He won't meet it with his creep wave, though, so he might have to just wait for the next one. And, oh, mid lane. They actually did do that move that we were talking about.
Yeah.
It was pre-6 of the Dragon Knight, though, and they actually, I think they killed him during the haste rune, right? Because he just popped it.
He did, yeah. They caught him out.
So they were just
sleep.
punishing him before he hit 6. Good rotation by the supports. And 6 on Dragon Knight now. They can actually hit the building.
Sleep again. Onto Rezo. They're moving in. Exotic Deer does find the Dragon Tail, but this time OG's got backup. Jarex is there. Look for the roll forward. Will get blocked up by Katsuo. They're bursting resolution down incredibly low with that Maledict. He should be fine. Does have the salve regen. Jarex will not be okay though. It's Kinguin
They're striking back.
putting pressure in on mid and getting some hefty work done there with those kids.
And Rezo just TP'd back. He used his salve. He used his whole bottle. He's not healthy. He's going to have to bottle refill.
Bottom lane. No tail. Nearly getting beat down by Pados there.
So Jarex will TP mid. He does fill the bottle back up. But yeah, they lose 2 heroes. Kinguin playing around this level 6 Dragon Knight perfectly.
They really are. Very nice usage of the first Sultan. Up top, free farm for the DK.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Jug,
under
right?
attack.
Sorry for the jug.
S4. Nisha is 6 now. Lisage body blocking him hard. Oh my god. S4. There's an Omni Slash. He's just going for the spin first, though. Should be able to get the kill.
Get the denied to Roche!
Nope, not happening.
Nearly.
Radiant's top
Kinguin.
tower is under
Get
attack.
some action happen here. 3 kills on the map. 3 for 3. Keeping it even. 7 minutes in. And let's see what else they can do here. Rezo manning up down in the mid lane in this 1v1 Big Daddy. Eyeing up Pados. He has got that level 6 with the shapeshift ready to go with the Helm of the Dominator as well. So you have to be careful on the other lanes as well. There could certainly be a chance for No-Tail to come in with the TP, with the ult, and with the chase down. Up top, S4 getting looked upon again. Elisash, see if he can get in on that as they push the wave in, but can't quite get the reach off. Nisha will get forced back by the clap. On lane, Big Daddy in a bit of trouble. They've got the sleep set up. Do they have the damage though? No, not with Jarrett's coming in. In fact, Pados, he's the one that's in a bit of trouble now. Does get beat back, and the TP has to come through from the Witch Doctor. Will get cancelled by the looks of it though, as they realise that there's not too much of a threat.
Ganking Lycan when he has Dominator. Look at that HP regen. 32 per second. Lovely.
That is quite something.
And let's see how much...
32 HP.
Oh, with the Satyr creep too.
Dyer's
Yeah.
bottom tower is under attack.
32 regen. 8 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to pop the ult. He's
gonna chase Patos.
He is. Pados doesn't have 6.
Patos is dead.
He has no roar. He's got all the stomp.
It actually hits him.
It saves him. I mean, No-Tail's still looking.
He's still looking.
He's still looking. He's not going to find it.
He's gonna shrine. No, he's not shrine.
Katsaw saving Patos' life. Very nicely done there.
His Satyr creep ran out of mana.
I mean, obviously very... Oh.
Rezo is definitely suffering quite a lot.
He
Dragon
is.
Knight is 1,200 net worth over him.
And that play that they made in the mid, bringing them back up in, has certainly sort of, put that offset in the mid lane, favouring that of Kinguin now.
Top Nisha clearing a quad stack right now with the spin with Elisage.
This
So they want to go for that Battle Fury build. They need to kind of do that anyway. Good versus Lycan, clear the books and whatnot. He just needs to keep up with the farm mostly though.
A solid start here for Kinguin.
Yeah, Rezo
Very, very nice here. It's
keeps eating stuns too. He's dropping very low every time.
2k lead. It's only a little bit, it's only early days, but they're two cores doing very well off the back of these lanes.
Yeah. Support movement has been very crucial for Kinguin. They're making all the right moves on the map. No till. Take a Dominator. Take a Centaur while they were trying to farm it. A little bit of BM back at them.
Well, the axe is out. We'll go for the stomp.
Yeah, no kill threat. Yeah. They've got S4 with split. He's going to TP down bottom.
Or Jarek hitting the kick back onto Paddles underneath the tower. They will miss the stun with the Centaur, though. They'll still look for the chase down.
He might have to turn and roar, but he's actually got phase
power with Elisash.
He's speedy.
They are more than fine here, Kinguin.
Oh, they needed that Centaur stun.
They really did.
S4 committed his TP. Jarex goes top. He's going to pull aggro on the creep wave with that stun. Make sure he can get some experience.
Double damage.
Anisha takes the bounties. Perseverance got their regen. In fact, he's maybe eyeing up Jarex. Does still have that Omni slash. Bottom lane. Pados. It's caught out by a rotation from Reza.
No whining now.
They won't be able to take down that off lane.
Jarex.
He's got to be careful.
He's pulling the wave off of the tower, but
Nisha.
He's in some trouble.
He may just have this. He'll block the roll off, and Nisha just walks. Oh, the tubes. Not going to be good enough. Nisha just gets a free solo kill on Jarex there. As Jarex, he messes up.
He got greedy. He wanted to just get as much experience as possible. He doesn't want to lose that top tower, but it will die. Bottom.
See what they can get.
They should be able to get this tower. One more hit. Oh, no, gets it.
He does.
Roar.
Roar is down.
Oh, they canceled their Death Ward, though.
They did, yeah. Death Ward is not going to be down for that.
I think
what was...
they're threatened by S4. I think they're afraid he's just going to split and run at them. Because they still do have Lycan ulti as well available. Anisha, not stopping.
He's having all the space in the world up here.
Jarex wants the healing ward.
Jarex still has to be careful because there is still an Omni Slash and a Blade Fury. So he has to be very, very careful how he pokes around with this Juggernaut.
They don't want to just give this a full free lane, though. So he wants to be able to absorb that experience.
I guess.
On the Earth Spirit.
There's not much you can do to sort of harass Nisha.
No.
As Nisha, yeah, 11.5 minutes in, getting some free damage onto this tier 2 tower.
Jarex. Is that?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What's going on this top lane?
He's dying.
OG have just sort of given up hope up there, it seems. No one wants to go there apart from Jarex, and when he does, he's died twice on his own. I think there's, Nisha must be thinking, it's all his dreams come true. He's having a wonderful time up there.
Yep, mid lane, Deer. There's a brew, no split yet. They get the stun follow-up, though, from Jarex. They want to try to chase this, but it might be too far away now. It is. Stomp connects. No-till. Wants to try to pressure here.
And he can't really get in on these. There's just too many ways for Kinguin to keep the big bad wolf off one another.
A lot of time wasted for OG, while Nisha continues to farm. He's going to have that Battle Fury any second.
He really is. This is going to be a fantastic time.
And the Dragon Knight, too. He's got an armlet already.
Haste.
And Rezo's there with a haste, but not really much the Storm can do against a Jug with.
He wants
with Blade Fury
to spin out.
I mean, he can spin TP and Nisha knows that he's fine. Rezo's not going to bother chasing. Knows he can't do it on his own. Mid lane, Kinguin.
Yep.
Getting a tier 1 tower. This is...
They do have a very strong early draft. That is what we were mentioning. Is that OG, they did go for a big greed. They've got a Storm Spirit, so they need some time before they can really start to get online. And Kinguin is punishing that. Look at bottom, too. They're looking for no-tail, and they're going to find him.
They're going to cancel the TP.
He's dead.
He is. Maledict's on him. They have the Raw Deathwood as well. They've found no-tail. Catsaw there with the foresight to check in the trees and cancel the TP.
Nisha's forcing Rezo out, too. This is looking good for Kinguin.
And here we have it. 30 minutes in, he has that goal. But look, the Battle Fury is going to be there. He's level 12. This is a very, very fat Jug.
Yeah, OG needs S4 to get Blink Dagger pretty much, and they need to make plays around it. And Jarex is level 6 is also going to be the next big crucial thing. They're still shy of Magnetizing. They're taking advantage of this, taking all the tier 1s, keeping the pressure on. Nisha does have Battle Fury. Picked up now, and he's walking, flies right into him, and another free kill.
Nisha, he's, honestly, he must be feeling on top of the world. He's loving this. He's having such an easy game up top, and he is making, not letting any of it slip away from it. This jug could become quite the issue.
Rezo looking for a solo. 4 TPs in as Rezo looks for the solo kill on the Witch Doctor. Everyone on Kinguin wanted to join. Now they know he doesn't have a TP bottom. Jarex has been pinging it out. Rotations coming in, the Bruise coming.
See if Exotic can get out of it. There's a lot of heroes on his case. He has no TP, so OG should be able to find the deer with this one. 4 heroes surround him, and they will take down Exotic Deer.
A much needed kill for OG. Heavy rotations though, they have all 5 bottom now. Rezo wasn't involved in that one, he's farming jungle, but this is just Nisha having the game of his life up here.
I mean, when are they going to do something about it?
Radiant's top tower is under
Their heroes don't really address a Juggernaut.
I guess not. Mid lane, they'll look towards a different kill. Perfect combo from Jarex there. Sets up onto both of them, and that's more the sort of the OG you expect there, doing that sort of coordination. But this top lane, he's finished the tower. Nisha just keeps them pushing. Level 14. I guess this is the strat from OG. Just ignore the jug and look to just sort of exercise their strengths elsewhere.
They kind of just have to play their own game. They have a much greedier draft. It's Lycan is their early game hero, and he did get bullied a bit in bottom. He's still 2-1 and 2. He's going to have book 2 available now too. But yeah, they have to wait to be able to go for this jug, because he can just spin TP at any moment too.
He's got Omni Slash back up in 10 seconds, so they do have to be careful who they send over.
Look at how they prioritize their wards. They're literally like, this is the Nisha area.
Yeah.
Putting both wards over here too. We're letting him just control all this. He is scouted now.
But he's got Omni Slash. He's got Omni Slash. He could go for it, and he will, straight onto Big Daddy No-Tail as he got the damage with the blue 3. It's not enough.
They stole the Omni too, but they don't have a stun through that spin. He cleans up the 2 books as well at the end there. He's TPing out with the spin.
So doesn't get the kill, but gets a bit of money and gets out and away from OG, who did have pretty much all 5 heroes heading over towards him. So Nisha still styling on him. He's nearly hitting 10k net worth.
This is big time.
3k
too.
ahead of the Lycan.
Deer's got Blink Dagger. Now they can look to get the pickoffs on the Storm easier. Rezo is showing in mid. They want to try to go for this, but he clears the wave a bit too fast. Patos is going to be the one going for the Shadow Blade build on the Beastmaster, so more ways to just get in and try to catch the Storm Spirit. Rezo's got a regen rune, and S4 does have the blink now finally. So OG, they can look to fight around this Brewmaster, or they could even just, it looks like they're just going to try to go for a Roche. They're feeling a bit desperate here.
Okay.
Kinguin all position bottom. They're going to be able to get this tier 2, but OG will get the Roche.
Let's see if Kinguin force on for more, if they just simply back out. They are taking these towers pretty quick with that Beastmaster aura.
They're continuing.
Roshan's only down to half health.
And they've got Beast and Dragon Knight.
Will they have to leave Roche for this? Or can they hold with just half the team?
They're just, S4 can't get stunned while he's trying to Primal Split. He might just have to blink Primal rather than blink Clap Primal.
Okay, they get the
Roar
Roche.
comes out.
Roar is there straight away. They'll jump in response.
He gets insta-stun.
Does keep himself alive. Jumps back in with a stolen Omni Slash, but he'll still fall. Exotic Deer gets the kill. The Primal Split it out. They're looking to focus straight away on top of the Beastmaster. They'll find it. Rezo gets the grab onto another. They've found both the Jug and the Beastmaster. Exotic Deer still alive though. On the back of it all, Elise Sash playing around with Jarex. They get the sleep. Exotic Deer will go for the TP and he will make it. They'll decide to disengage.
Wait, where did Witch Doctor? Was that at the fountain? He was picking up his items at the fountain, I guess. So they get the Roche and they get some very massive big cleanup kills on the 2 larger cores on the side of Kinguin. What does Rezo have now? So Aegis, and he's going to be going for that Bloodstone, the Kaya Bloodstone build that we've been seeing. Or Kaya, actually, we've been seeing more Kaya Orchid, but this game, they have to be more greedy, like we're mentioning. Their draft is all about greed. And that's a big way back in the game for them. S4 almost got bursted because he blinked, clapped, and got stunned instantly before the split.
Yeah, he nearly died.
Yeah, he nearly died.
S4 pulled it off.
No-Tail has a haste rune. He's running down Patos here. Stun follow up too. Patos is dead.
Lycan and Necro books.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
Tower as well. Quickly brought down, and the 5k gold advantage that Kinguin had is now gone.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, those little objectives, those little team play calls, making all the difference with this turnaround. And this is sometimes what you see in terms of the difference in teams. You know, the laning skill, the mechanical skill might be there, but when it comes down to objective taking.
Look at this
The
building.
experience makes the difference.
The tier 2 almost drops in no time to the siege plus double necros.
Under attack.
We'll stop to slow it down. No-Tail gonna commit though, and he will clean it up.
And that's Bloodstone complete, so still great timing for
They're fully recovered.
Rezo.
Fully recovered after the bit of a blunder
Yeah.
of an early game.
They are. OG. Nisha does have the man to complete, and of course he is still top net worth.
Yeah.
As we see the two cores of OG rising up behind him.
No-Tail continuing to scout out with the Wolves. See those Kinguin rotations. Jarex has Blink Dagger now too for OG. So they've got multiple forms of initiation. No-Tail will be going for AC. I feel like when he gets the AC, that's going to be a big problem for Kinguin to actually take fights. That plus armor versus the Juggernaut, DK, and Beastmaster cores will make it a lot harder. But still Kinguin in a very comfortable spot. They just got to keep making the moves.
That should help.
They will smoke as soon as the Wolf does die. There's an Aegis though, like you were saying, on the Storm. It is very risky.
This is a very hard fight for them to take, unless they do catch someone out on their own. Maybe if they get Rezo alone, they can take him twice, but still it's hard.
Dire are scanning.
And some
Radiant
perfect
are
stuns to
scanning.
do so. Also got a regen rune here as well to play around with. Rezo grabs it in the bottle. He'll have that one ready for next fight.
OG's gonna force reaction. It looks like they're pushing up top.
Yeah, they're getting some momentum here, OG, and they want
But
to
Kinguin
push it.
looking for the wraparound here.
Can they really kill the Storm? Aegis
He's
and
got
regen.
Aegis. I think if they even go for the Storm, the Brew's gonna get
Yeah.
the re-engage. Bottom though, Nisha trying to push.
I'm getting a second
Jarex is in
wind.
position here.
See what they can do. They're just gonna deep push.
Yeah, they'll force TP's back. Lycan is pushing top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
TP spin.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Naruto just keeping hidden and continually sweeping the jungle.
They
with his
look like
units.
they kind of want to go for Nisha here. They're scouting him out with the Wolves.
Quite
Rezo's
far
in.
out, yeah, straight away. In goes Rezo, straight with the grab. Nisha tries to go for the Blade Fury runaway. It's not going to work. Or is it they're trying? But oh, he gets the Omni Slash out. It'll buy him some time. He's jumping around and he's going to live.
Nisha.
Nisha gets out of there. He actually manages to survive through it all. And now in response, Rezo is going to get taken down. He'll lose the Aegis. Exotic Deer does get finished off on the side though. And OG still taking the overall fight. Zipping from Rezo will find Pados. He zips across. So as neat as the play was from Nisha, the overall result, not that of that favouring Kinguin, as Rezo continues to go even more ham as he takes down another. They get the Bloodstone charges for him. He does not mind losing the Aegis, and Nisha is the only one left surviving.
They force a buyback from the ET. Nisha blinks in though, stops Jarex's rollout. Fly with the bail. Can Jarex survive? He's got the blink away, and they should be able to escape. The Aegis coming into play heavily there. I think Rezo got what? 3 Bloodstone charges?
Yep.
Yeah. But Nisha with the clutch getaway. But his his team all pays with their lives. I don't believe they had the BKB on the DK yet.
No.
Which he really wanted. He got controlled heavily by the Magnetize as well as the Brewmaster. That rattled Kinguin quite a bit.
Just a 2k lead for OG, but definitely the thing to note is sort of just how different that is to the situation of this game about 5-6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It is moving quite rapidly in towards OG's favor.
Yeah, when Rezo gets the Lincolns out, he is pretty hard to bring down. They don't have that blink instant disable. They do know where he is right
They're
now. They
looking
could
for
catch
him.
him here. Exotic Deer.
They know where he is. But Rezo is clearing these camps quickly and keeping the distance.
They still might be able to get him here though.
They'll jump.
The quick zip.
Oh, the quick zip indeed. No chance for a Dragon Tail stun. Very quickly out of there, Rezo. Got that ward down, Kinguin. They see what's up. Try for the D ward here, OG, but they won't quite find it. In fact, OG themselves
they've got the wolf on
They
top of
have,
Elisash,
they
and they
jump
see
in.
Deer.
Immediate silence. Cast comes out from Elisash, but they've got the units focusing on Rezo. Zips in, 1 Bloodstone, 2 Bloodstone charges.
He's not done.
He's not. He looks for Katsuo. He's got the chase down. There is a shrine, will be popped, but it's not enough to save that Elder Titan's life. Resolution, he's racking up the Bloodstone charges.
He's at 20 now. Uh-oh. The big timing is that Linken's too, and he's still be able to find a lot. And top lane, because of those Brew Illusions, which we're pushing in top constantly, they will be able to transition this into a put. DK has a push. DK has no buyback for 30.
Dire's top
This
tower
could just very well be a Rax here.
Bottom lane Jerax tries to roll away, but he'll get caught out by the roar. But as you say, this top lane push looking pretty significant from OG. They get the tier 3 onto the melee racks, they go. Nisha will jump forward with the Blade Fury, trying to clear out some of these summons, but he's forced back, and they have the space to take not only the melee, nearly the ranged as well. They're pushing in with the Broodling, so the IS4 will back up. But still, they get the one that counts. The melee racks down. OG now with the 5k lead.
And Jerax is also circling down bottom, so they know that they have vision in that bottom area because he got jumped on.
Yeah.
But yeah, big swing coming out.
And sure, you know, Nisha still is, he is miles ahead at the top of the net worth. This jug is absolutely massive, but I think as we're seeing, it just goes to show how OG, they've intentionally let this out. They don't care about the Juggernaut. We saw that in the lanes. They didn't put any attention to it other than Jerax soaking up the lanes, because they know that their method of winning this game can be done ignoring the jug.
Yeah, it's not about shutting down his farm or anything.
No.
They recognize it's like, that's why you see S4 was pulling the waves. Even Jerax was trying to get as much experience as possible top.
Yeah.
Sure, he died once or twice, but yeah, the main thesis that they wanted to have is just, yeah, let's make sure that our Storm gets the farm on. No-Till just needs to get a good book timing, and they can come back in the game, because they do have the late game with Storm. As we said, there's very minimal disables on Kinguin that are really reliable versus the Storm, and that is the Linken's finished up too. So, and oh, a regen rune in Rezo's bottle as well for the next engagement.
What have we here?
Kinguin needs this BKB on Exotic Deer, which they will have at least. So for the team fights, that's going to help quite a bit. And Nisha is itemizing with your favorite, of course. He kind of needs it this game versus that Storm. You know what it is versus Storm.
Diffusal.
No,
What?
come on, Owen. Son of Doom.
Oh, the Orchid.
He's going for both. He's got the Nullifier queued up afterwards
Son of
already.
Doom? I mean, Son of Doom on jug is like one of the most legit ones. I advise it on Lifestealer.
And now they've got the BKB, so they are ready to make some kind of play here, since that BKB is going to help him not just get thrown in the air constantly by Brewmaster.
Son of Doom is an expensive build, though.
It is the most expensive build.
See what they can get in Nisha.
Dire's top shrine
Elisash is
under
trying to get a
attack.
ward down. They know that they're in the high ground here.
They do get that ward down, Elisash, but straight away, Jerax jumps in with the 3-man boulder smash, gets the silence onto 2 S4, pops the clap. Jerax will be able to finish off the Witch Doctor on the side of it. They've already lost the Elder Titan. OG just going target to target. They've got the control on the jug as Kinguin lose 4.
Where'd they go?
They just evaporated. I think
Dire's
if there's anything that this shows, it just shows that, I mean, the jug just,
Dire's top barracks
I don't know if
has
this
fallen.
is as strong as a carry as it once was. He has so much net worth on him, but he just disappears at the start of the fight. Sure, he's got the blink and the battle fury, and he only really has the stats from the man start, but this,
Dire's middle
it just makes this carry look incredibly weak. The jug is just, he just gets splattered,
He's playing versus.
even though he had total free farm.
He's playing versus summons and a brew.
Yeah.
So his Omni is negated heavily inside of the fights, and I mean OG, they got this initiation perfectly there. They have the Earth Spirit to just go in, and they don't really care about the BKB. Dragon Knight just gets shredded by the Lycan at this point.
Like, what can the jug build this game to have an effect? What do you do against this sort of lineup when you're at this Juggernaut?
I mean, I think the jug could work. I think the biggest thing is them going for a tier 3 tower push and losing a huge advantage. I think they had to kind of just keep a gold advantage in this game versus OG to have a chance. But just a couple small decision-making mistakes, and OG now running away with a 13k gold lead.
Oh, this is getting massively out of hand, and as I say, this is a pretty scary performance from OG. As I said at the start, to us scrubs, it looked like, hang on, why are they letting the jug get farm? But then the plan all falls into place, and then it's like, oh, they couldn't give 2 hoots about the Juggernaut this game. So if you consider that the Juggernaut is a non-issue, is where's the power of Kinguin's lineup? It's just non-existent. Because the DK is falling behind the Lycan and the Storm by quite some while.
Just was a pretty strong Storm pick, to be honest.
Yeah.
If he gets away with it and doesn't die several times, he can just take over the game.
And for Jarak finds Pados. He is definitely going to go for this chase down. And we'll get the kill. Raw comes out along with the Earth Splitter. Jarek's in a little bit of bother. He does get the boulder smash out the roll away. He's going to survive as well. Those two ults. Jarek does not care. Rezo finds Elisash trying to TP out in the tree line. He is gone. Mid lane. Nisha goes for the... Oh, he went for the Omni Slash, but again, the summons were the issue. They tank up the bounces. No-Tail turns to get the kill. No-Tail does finally fall as Exotic Deer comes back in. But still, overall, of course, OG taking each and every trade in confidence. As this game is pretty much over. Rezo.
He just jumps in, pops the cheese.
Half the way across the map. Armlet toggles. Oh, could you do it, sir? Oh, no, not quite.
He really wanted to save his BKB for the fight, but now he's dead.
26 Bloodstone charges. Resolution 8-1 and 8. It really is, as you say, it was the perfect Storm game, and Resolution has played it perfectly.
Yeah. All he had to do was just get away with it to the later stages, because when we said it's not reliable disable. Dragon Knight's the only semi-reliable one when he's not in dragon form, that is. When he's in dragon form, it still has the projectile. And OG, I mean, they've got Jarex on Earth Spirit. They've got a lot of comfort heroes. Kinguin just really crumbled at that bottom tier 3. After that, it just seemed like OG's been taking over the entire game. Did I say OG crumbled? I said Kinguin crumbled. And look at this, Rezo, no fear.
He's in, he's out. He'll shake it all about, but they don't have detection.
Shadow Walk. They will catch Jerax in the front
line.
Though.
All right, Jerax.
And I think OG's maybe going to get pushed back off of that death there. They still have all the lanes pushing in with momentum, and now they do have, oh look, a DD bottom, and No-Tail has Bashir. He's joining his team in cleanup shrines.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
Oi, oi, oi. OG, have some mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy at all here, OG.
Has fallen.
But they're relentless plays in this grand finals. It's game 1. Is there really any way that Kinguin can come back into this?
It's looking very unlikely with how underfarmed the DK is as well.
Oh, Pados comes out, but they see him. Straight away, Rezo goes in onto the Beastmaster, takes down one. Rezo now godlike, they will commit straight on. They do indeed, but Elisash will fall as OG have found 2. The BKB is going to wear out soon. They jump in onto Nisha, fly with the stolen Omni Slash, cutting down the Jug, bringing Nisha very low. Rezo will finish off the kill with the help of Fly, and that is GG. Well played. OG take game 1, and it was not very close.
They definitely made... I think Kinguin made all the right moves in the early game, though. Like, trying to kill Rezo when they got him that first time, I think that was perfect, but yeah. I think in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it hits a point where they... I don't know, I feel like they felt desperate to go for the high ground there, and as soon as OG takes Roche, they TP back and they get those kills. It almost seems like the game is over, because he gets, what, multiple Bloodstone charges, and then, yeah, everything else is... I mean, it's a Storm with an Aegis, so yeah. Kinguin, they try to take a fight, and then Storm respawns. They kind of kill everybody. That trap set top was cool, too, by No-Tail.
It was. I mean, what do you think? I mean, at the start, Kinguin looked like they had a little bit of a lead. Were you ever really worried, or did you feel that OG had a plan?
The thing that I started realizing more and more throughout the game is that with the heroes that OG drafted, if you go for Battle Fury and Juggernaut, by the time you get the Battle Fury, even though Nisha got it very early, that's when the Lycan and the Storm can start becoming active, and you're like, okay, I have a farming item, but I can't really farm. I need to help my team. So I feel like when you're in a situation like that, it might be worth trying to go for the bit of the older build that we saw about a year ago, where you go for Yasha into the Fusel and you just try and join your team and fight and become a fighting carry, and then you just rely on being able to push together, maybe get an earlier Necrobook on the BM and then just go as a 5-man and push. Whereas now, yeah, he got his Yasha and he had his Battle Fury when they tried to go for the high ground, but because he hadn't kept pressure up, they managed to get Roche, and then they got the turnaround fights, and then they started snowballing. And then you want to farm with the Juggernaut, but he can't really carry against these heroes. So I think a more fighting build might have been suited for the Juggernaut, overall. And I think OG realized that when they saw the Battle Fury, and that's why they just left him be.
Yeah.
Because they knew that if we can get our farm and just get going, he's not going to be able to outfarm us, and even if he farms, he can't outcarry us.
Yeah, well, that sounds balanced to me. And I think we're definitely going to see Kinguin make some adaptations in game 2 and try something different. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a short ad break, but we will be back very shortly to see what happens in game 2 of OG versus Kinguin, as OG 1 game away from qualifying for the Corsair DreamLeague LAN. We'll see what happens.